Forget resolutions. Forget willpower. Forget waiting for motivation to strike. Here's a 30-day system that runs on autopilot, even when you're tired, busy, or completely unmotivated. This will help you to grow. 2 rules, 3 levers, 1 tracker. That's it. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete blueprint you can start today. Not January 1st, not next Monday, today. And unlike every resolution you've ever abandoned, this one is designed to stick. Now, quick context for anyone new here. This is part 2 of a series on why resolutions fail and what actually works instead. In the first part, I broke down the 3 hidden reasons resolutions crash and burn. The timing illusion, where January changes nothing but the date. Outcome obsession, where you measure the destination instead of the journey. And the willpower tax, where you try to build habits when your energy tank is already empty. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above and in the description. But you don't need to watch it first. Everything I'm about to share stands on its own. The short version? You're not broken. The system is. Resolutions are designed to fail. What I'm giving you today is designed to succeed. Let's build your replacement system. Everything in this system rests on 2 foundational rules. Get these right, and the rest becomes almost automatic. Rule number 1 is the minimum viable habit. Your habit needs to be so small, so ridiculously easy, that it's harder to skip than to do. I call this your minimum viable habit, your MVH, not work out for an hour. Do 10 minutes instead, or even 5. Not read a book every other week. 15 minutes, that's it. Not meditate for 30 minutes. Give it 5 minutes. The goal isn't to impress anyone. The goal is to show up. Because showing up is the only thing that compounds. Here's my personal MVH for training. 10 minutes of movement. That's it. Some days it turns into 45 minutes. Some days it stays at 10. But I never miss, because 10 minutes is almost impossible to skip. Your MVH should feel almost embarrassingly easy. That's how you know it's right. Rule number 2 is the daily window in identity. Your MVH needs a home, a specific time window where it lives every single day, not sometime in the morning, not when I have time. A fixed window. 7 a.m., lunch break. Right after dinner, pick one and protect it. Then, attach an identity line. Remember this format from part 1. I'm the kind of person who trains every weekday at 6 a.m. for 10 minutes. I'm the kind of person who reads every evening at 9 p.m. for 15 minutes. I'm the kind of person who does deep work every morning at 8 a.m. for 25 minutes. This isn't just scheduling. This is identity construction. You're not trying to do something, you're becoming someone, and people don't break their own identity. 2 rules. Minimum viable habit. Daily window plus identity. That's it. Write them down. Rules give you the foundation. Levers give you the power. The following 3 levers will make your system nearly frictionless. Lever A. Environment over willpower. Here's something I mentioned in part 1. Friction beats motivation over time, every single time. So stop fighting friction. Engineer it. Put friction on the bad. Put ease on the good. Want to train in the morning? Lay out your shoes, your clothes, your water bottle the night before. When you wake up, the decision is already made. You just execute. Want to stop scrolling your phone? Put it in another room. Charge it in the kitchen. Add friction. Want to eat better? Don't keep junk food in the house. Make the bad choice harder to access. The mantra here is simple. Lay the track the night before. Your morning self is tired, groggy, and looking for excuses. Your evening self can set up the environment so your morning self has no choice but to succeed. Stop relying on willpower. Start relying on design. Lever B. Timeboxing and triggers. Your MVH needs a fixed start window, not a vague intention, a specific trigger. The most powerful triggers are anchored to something you already do reliably. After coffee, after your commute, after you brush your teeth, after you put the kids to bed. Something like, after I pour my morning coffee, I sit down for 25 minutes of deep work. Or, After I drop the kids at school, I do my 10-minute training block. Or, after I brush my teeth at night, I read for 15 minutes. The anchor does the heavy lifting. You're not deciding when to start. You're just following the sequence. Coffee, then workout. Teeth, then reading. The trigger pulls you into the habit automatically. The third lever is feedback and reward. Your brain needs to see progress, not in weeks, not in months, today. This is where a visible tracker changes everything. It can be a wall calendar where you draw an X every day you complete your MVH. It can be a simple checklist on your desk. It can be an app if that works for you. The format doesn't matter. The visibility does. Every check mark is a tiny hit of dopamine. Every streak is proof that you're becoming the person you said you'd become. And add a small reward after completion. Not food. That creates weird associations. Something simple. A favorite playlist. 5 minutes of guilt-free scrolling. A good cup of coffee. The checkmark says, I did it. The reward says, and it felt good. Together, they wire your brain to want the habit. 3 levers. Environment over willpower. Timeboxing and triggers. Feedback and reward. These aren't optional. They're the engine of the system. Now let's map out exactly how to deploy this over 30 days. I call this the 30-day ladder because you're climbing one rung at a time, never jumping, never rushing. 1 MVH, 1 time window, 1 environment setup. That's your entire job for week 1. Pick one habit, define when it happens, and build the environment to support it. Here are 3 examples, depending on your focus. Fitness, MVH, 10-minute push, pull, legs, circuit plus hitting 7,000 steps throughout the day. Productivity, MVH, 1 25-minute deep work sprint before you check any messages. Learning, MVH, 15 minutes of deliberate practice plus 5 minutes on a spaced repetition app. Pick one. Just one. Resist the urge to do all 3. Week 1 is about building the foundation, not the whole house. You have 2 options in week 2. Option A, add a second MVH in a different time window. Option B, add 5 minutes to your existing MVH. Either works. The key is gradual progression. You're not doubling your load, you're adding one small layer. And here's a critical rule for week 2. Done is done. If you complete your MVH, you're finished. No guilt about not doing more. No, I should have gone longer. You showed up. You did the thing. Victory. Protect your time window like it's sacred, because it is. Week 3 is not about adding. It's about holding. Keep the same load, same MVH, same duration, same window, but optimize the friction. Look at what's working and what's creating resistance. Adjust the environment, refine the trigger, and add one social touch point. A buddy check-in on Fridays, a quick text to a friend, an accountability partner who asks one question. Did you hit your MVH this week? Social pressure is powerful. Use it strategically. Now you earn the right to push. Add 5 to 10% more intensity or duration. If you were doing 10 minutes, go to 12. If you were doing bodyweight exercises, add light resistance. If you were reading 15 minutes, try 20. And introduce a weekly review. 5 minutes every Sunday. 3 questions. What worked? What didn't? What's one adjustment for next week? This weekly review is where the system becomes self-correcting. You're not just doing habits, you're learning how you do habits. That knowledge compounds faster than the habits themselves. 4 weeks. Start, stack, stabilize, progress. By day 30, you'll have a system that runs itself. Now, let me give you the exact daily structure. This takes less than 30 minutes total, and most of that is the habit itself. Before you start your day, ideally the night before or first thing in the morning, write down your MVH for today, not in your head, on paper or in a note. 1 line. Today's MVH, 10-minute training at 6 a.m. This takes 60 seconds, but it transforms a vague intention into a concrete commitment. You're not hoping you'll do it. You're declaring you will. Then you execute. 10 to 25 minutes depending on your MVH, phone, in another room. No notifications, no multitasking, just you and the habit. Nothing else exists. After you finish, mark your streak. Draw the X. Check the box. Whatever your tracker is, update it immediately. Then write one sentence. What helped and what hurt? Helped, laid out clothes last night. Hurt, stayed up too late, felt groggy. That's it. 60 seconds. But over 30 days, these one-sentence logs become a goldmine of self-knowledge. Here's the line I want you to remember. Process beats mood. You don't need to feel like doing it. You just need to follow the process. The process doesn't care about your mood, and neither should you. Let me give you 3 ready-to-use templates. Steal whichever fits your life. The Fitness Template. MVH. 10-minute push, pull leg circuit. Daily target, 7,000 steps. Time window, 6 a.m., immediately after waking. Environment, clothes laid out, water bottle filled, workout pulled up on phone. Trigger, feet hit the floor, walk to workout clothes. This is my personal template. 10 minutes is the floor. Some days I do more, but I never do less. The Focus Template, MVH, 1 25-minute deep work sprint. Rule, no messages, no email, no notifications until the sprint is complete. Time window, 8 a.m., after morning coffee. Environment, phone in another room, browser blockers active, one task defined. Trigger, coffee poured, sit at desk, start timer. 25 minutes of real focus beats 3 hours of distracted work. Protect this block ruthlessly. The last template is for learning. MVH, 15 minutes of deliberate practice plus 5 minutes of spaced repetition. Time window, 9 p.m. after dinner. Environment, book or course material ready, phone charging in another room. Trigger, dinner dishes done, sit in reading chair. 15 minutes a day is 90 hours a year. That's enough to learn almost anything. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. Let's handle the 3 most common problems before they derail you. First problem, you will miss a day. It's inevitable. Life happens. The question isn't whether you'll miss, it's what you do next. The rule is simple. Never twice. Miss once, resume the next window. No guilt, no penalty lapse. No, I need to make up for it by doing double tomorrow. No, 1 miss is a stumble. 2 misses is a new pattern. Never let it become 2. Resume at the next window like nothing happened, because nothing did. 1 day doesn't break a system. Quitting breaks a system. The second problem, if your MVH feels too easy after 2 weeks, good. That means it's working. Add 5 minutes weekly, or add 1 level of difficulty. Body weight to light weights, walking to light jogging, reading to reading plus notes. But don't rush this. Too easy is better than too hard. Too easy means you show up. Too hard means you quit. And lastly, life will throw curveballs, travel, sick kids, work emergencies, family chaos. The solution? Define a travel MVH in advance. Your normal MVH might be a 10-minute gym circuit. Your travel MVH is a 5-minute bodyweight routine in the hotel room. Your normal MVH might be 25 minutes of deep work at your desk. Your travel MVH is 15 minutes of focused reading on the plane. The habit stays. The format adapts. You never have an excuse to skip entirely because you always have a minimum version ready. Plan for chaos before chaos arrives. Let's bring it together. 2 rules, minimum viable habit and daily window plus identity. 3 levers, environment over willpower, timeboxing and triggers, feedback and reward. 30-day ladder, start, stack, stabilize, progress. This isn't a resolution. This is a system. Resolutions rely on motivation. Systems rely on design. And design wins every time. In part 1, I told you that you're not broken. The system is. Now you have a system that actually works, one that doesn't require willpower, doesn't depend on January magic, and doesn't punish you for being human. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's your MVH and what's your time window? I read every comment, and I want to see what you're building. Subscribe, because we want to help you become better with every day. Your 30 days start now, not Monday, not next month. Now. I'll see you in the next one.